Welcome to this year's 2022 JAMboree. You know, last year's JAMboree, we had a lot of creator channels and they showed you how to make just delectable jams, jelly, preserves, and even conserves. Well, this year we decided, let's mix it up a little. We are going to show you how to use the jams in recipes. Because I don't know if you're like, my family, especially since kids have moved out, we just don't eat as much jam on toast, right? So I still love to make jam and can them, and I can only give so much away to friends and family. So I find it important, how can I use jam in everyday recipes, be it desserts or something savory? Well, to answer that question, we have 22 channels in August, Monday through Fridays, that are going to post on their channel a video showing you how to use a jam in an everyday recipe. And I think this is going to be so much fun. And to make it extra special, we have a sponsor for our giveaways this time. We have 4 jars. That's the company, great company that makes the lids that a lot of us canners use. And this is really neat because this is a whole sleeve, right? You know what a sleeve is? 100 lids. And you can buy 100 lids at a time. Unlike, I don't know about you, but I don't ever find 100 other lids in the store. So, 4 Jars has been nice enough to sponsor us, and what they're doing is each channel, when they do their video, they are given 2, that is right, 2 $50 coupons for the 4 Jars store. And each channel can decide, do they want to give it away right that day? Do they want to wait a little bit? But it's going to be based on your comments. So make sure you're watching the videos and leaving a comment. It is really important. Do you love 4 Jars? Or would you love to try them? Leave a comment in that regard. And to make it even better, at the end of August, well, really September 1st, I am going to be having a video and awarding a $100 Visa gift card, again, provided by 4 Jars, to some lucky commenter. I'm just going to pick a random August JAMboree video and then a random comment. So you have multiple ways to win. In fact, you could win more than once in this. It's going to be so much fun. Now, if you don't want to miss one video, I have the list below, the date, and the channel's link. So you can click on it each day and get your dose of JAMboree. Okay, let's get started. My recipe, I wanted something that you could make quick and easy and with ingredients you generally have in your pantry. So today we are going to make some quick jam bread or jam quick bread. Doesn't that look delicious? And the neat thing about this recipe, it's so versatile. You can use any jam you want. Now, I just happen to be using the blueberry maple conserve that I had a video on last year's, the 2021 JAMboree, and I have a link to that if you want to see how to make this jam. But again, you can use any jam in your pantry, even store-bought. But this is a quick and delicious recipe. An added bonus, it can also be frozen, and so you can have it later. It really is easy to make. So let me show you. For ingredients, we need 1 1/2 cup flour. Here we need 1/2 teaspoon salt and 1 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 3/4 cup sugar, 1/2 cup butter softened, and we're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice. We need 2 eggs, and of course, jam of your choice. And then we're going to need 1/4 a cup of milk. And that's all there is to it. But you are going to want to grease your loaf pan beforehand. And that's a 9-inch loaf pan. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now we're going to want to put our baking powder and our salt in with our flour. And we're just going to mix it up. And once we get it mixed up well, we're just going to set it to the side. Now we want to combine our sugar, our butter. Ooh. There we go. Then we want 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And add your 1/4 teaspoon lemon juice. Mix it well. Okay, we're mixing in the egg. Put in the milk. Now we're going to add about 1/2 of this jar. Remaining 1/2 we're going to... Now we'll keep this remaining 1/2. We're going to add our flour a little at a time here. And I'm going to mix the rest by hand because you can over mix this. So I just want no dry spots in the batter, but you just mix it in. You don't want to over mix this. Okay? And that's looking good to me. Now we're just going to pour our batter in. Remember, you already greased your pan. Get it all out. It's always harder when there's a camera in front of me. Smooth it out. And you know, I just love these bread pans, and I get asked about them, so I'll leave you a link below. But they're so nice because they are self-supporting, but all your bread comes out really easy in them. Okay. Now, I'm going to put some of this right on top. So this is your remaining jam. Kind of spread it out. And now you're just going to just swirl it in. There it goes. So you've used some of the jam in your batter, and some of it you're swirling in right now. That's it. Get every last bit. And then of course we have to taste test it. It's so good. Now it's time to pop it in the oven. So we're going to place it in our oven and we're going to cook it for 45 to 50 minutes. Start checking at 45. Now we're doing the, well, they call it the toothpick test, right? But I'm using a chopstick. It's what I always keep. But we just want to make sure that when we put it in, it comes out clean. Okay. Oh, it's looking good. Let's see. Nope. Needs longer. See? Boy, it's smelling so good. Put it in for another 5 or 10 minutes. It took about 55 minutes. We'll just do a test. There, it's coming out just fine. Now I'm gonna let this cool, and then we're gonna give it a nice glaze. Okay. Now we're just going to see how easy it comes out of that container. I just love these. There we go. Okay, we want just a little, we got a cup of powdered sugar here. We're just going to use a little vanilla. And then maybe about 3 tablespoons milk. We'll see. All depends on how thick you want your frosting. And since this is more of a glaze, I don't want it that thick. I am going to put another tablespoon of milk in. So that's 4 tablespoons. Ah, that's better. Just whisk it up good. Make sure it's mixed well. Looking good. Now let's just do this. Down the sides a bit. There we go. You can put as little or as less as you want. Grandkids are coming over, they like a lot. So we're going to let that harden and then we'll do a taste test. So you can see it's set for a while and now it's kind of nice and glazy. Soaked in. I just love that you can freeze this bread for later. I wrap it, double wrap it in aluminum foil, write on the foil what it is and when I'm putting it in the freezer. And I have used breads like this 2 years later and they thaw out just fine. Let's cut ourselves a slice. Little frosting on it, right? Doesn't that look good? Nice and rich. Now, at this stage, you could put butter on it, or you could put more of the same jam. But you know what? I like to eat it just plain. Let's do our taste test. Oh, look at all that frosting in the back. Mmm. This is so good. One more bite. I probably have frosting all over my lips now. But anyway, it was so easy to make. It's so good. And like I said, make it with strawberry jam. Make it with apple jam. Raspberry, blueberry, whatever you want. And it will be a great quick bread that you can easily put on your family's table for dessert or bring it with you to a potluck. Now I also have 2 $50 cards, gift cards for 4 jars. And what am I going to do? I think on Saturday following this video, which this isn't on the 1st, so I think it'd be the 6th, I will look back on anybody who comments, and what I want you to tell me is, do you use 4 jars and love it, or would you like to try it for canning? Leave a comment below, and then I'm going to pick 2 random comments, and 2 lucky subscribers, or those who comment at least, will get these gift cards. And I really, really want to thank 4Jars for sponsoring this. It's so nice of them, and I think it encourages people to check out other channels, which is a great thing. So thank you for being part of 2022 August Jamboree. Now make sure tomorrow you see the next video.